be a very polite, if somewhat hostile, and say that I've enjoyed listening to the questions, even if I haven't always agreed with the concept behind them. What I will reiterate is that while some of us are already voting, the most important thing was now a fortnight, and it'll be nearing the end of the voting time in a fortnight, is that the people of Britain make a decision. I was delighted to see the number of people who had registered to vote in the last few days, because that is important for the exercise of democracy. Mention has been made of various statutes. Well, I was in the People's History Museum in Manchester today, just on this and I was reminded of the campaigns over the years to give people the right to vote, going back to the Great Reform Act of 1832, and then women getting the right to vote after the First World War. What I hope, and although this will mean that on the night and early hours of the 23rd and 24th, I'll probably have a long time where I might prefer to be in a pub with a nice cold pint next to me. I'll be watching people count votes. I hope that we will have a turnout that shows it's truly representative of the will of the people. And therefore, whilst I may disagree with the way many of you probably intend to vote or have already voted in the case of that lady over there, I urge you to go and vote so that we see democracy in action in the biggest single exercise of democracy in this country for 40 years. And by the way, I didn't vote in the 1975, I'm going to say this, I didn't vote in the 1975 referendum because at the time I was living and working in New Zealand. And New Zealand was very concerned then that I was likely to kept relations going. Good luck, and let the ballot box decide.
So to speak, now I'm not just because you're too young to vote.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Russ. I'd just like to agree with what John said there. Thank you very much. I think it has been a very pleasant evening. We did have different points of view, but I think it has been a good evening. I would urge you to vote to leave. It is the brave decision, and I think bravery is a good thing. It is a brave decision because it's to step to shape our own future. There are some absolutely awful things being said. A friend of mine sent me something earlier today, and a Remain person, I'm sure it wasn't the official, sent this round saying there will be a huge setback for the West of the war, for the West as a whole. It will slow progress back to 1945. There will be a collapse of the pound. Retired people in Spain will be sent packing, and so on. Don't believe everything you hear. Make a decision that goes from your heart. And if your heart says, I want my country to make its own laws, make its own decisions, then have the bravery to go to that ballot box and say, I am leaving.
Okay, John?
Well, I think other than certainly the final point that you've made there, I have to agree with the two speakers that have summarised so far that this is a significant exercise in democracy. It's an opportunity for everybody to have a say. I wasn't born at the time of the last referendum.
You youngsters.
No, with the snappers.
But it's something that, regardless of what the election is, I always make an effort of casting my vote in every election that I've been eligible to do so far. So those of you that still have to get out there and vote, encourage your friends, your neighbours to get out there and vote. Don't necessarily persuade them how to, but certainly encourage them to go out and take part in this exercise. I think, to summarise really just on my thoughts on the EU, it isn't perfect. There are elements of it that are far from perfect, but we shouldn't be drawn into a lot of the mythology that exists around the EU. We shouldn't be drawn into the fact that people suggest that it is undemocratic when we all have the opportunity to vote for our MEPs. We shouldn't get drawn into the myth that it is full of appointed people when, as a nation, we have the opportunity to appoint those people. It's a significant exercise in democracy, and I'm proud to be part of Britain as a democracy and Britain's future as a democracy, but also proud to be part of a European democracy, working with our friends and neighbours across the Channel going forward. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, John, and now we'll finish up with Jason.
Well, again, I'm going to follow my colleagues here and say thank you for turning up. It's great to actually see. However, I'm going to bring this with my colleague on the left here. This is about you. This is about you gaining your birthright. Your birthright to govern yourself. Your birthright to make sure that no foreign power controls you. And pure and simple, on the 23rd of June, follow your heart, be brave, be British, vote Leave.
Kick the meeting off and welcome you. Thank you very much again for everything there. This is organised by the Vote Leave or the Leave route. I'm sure Jason would like to see you if you are a Leaver and you'd like to give out leaflets and things like that, then see Jason afterwards. If you're a Remainer, I'm sure they would love to see you. If you are a Leaver, then do your bit, get your leaflets, etc. And if you are a Remainer, don't forget to go out and vote on the 24th of June. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody, and
The bar's still open.
the bar's open, so get down there.
It's garage time.
Thank you. It's good.